The familiar sound of my alarm wakes me up. I turn it off and rub the sleep from my eyes. Why did I set an alarm when I don't have any classes today? Oh, right. I want to get some studying alone. Stifling the yawn, I force myself out of bed and head to the washroom to get ready. Once I've gone through my morning routine, I'm a lot more awake and ready to hit the books. I crack open with my first textbook and decide to give myself a mini-quiz. I feel more and more energized with each answer I get correct. I'm confident that exams next week will be a breeze. After a couple hours, my eyes are starting to cross and I need a break. There's still a lot of time before my Aludian meeting this afternoon. I wonder if anyone is free. Just as I decide what to do, I get a phone call from Sho. What's up, Brosum?
No.
Jeez. I pull the phone away from my ear. What do you mean, no?
You can't call me Brosif. Brosif is your name, Brosif.
Okay. What's up?
What are you doing this fine evening?
I don't have any specific plans.
Excellent. I'll meet you at the Izokaze Park.
What's going on at the park?
You'll see. See you in a few.
He hangs up before I can pry for more. Well, whatever it is, if Sho's excited, then it's gotta be fun. I hop on my bike and drive to the park. Tantalizing scents of food waft towards the street, enticing passers-by. As I search for a parking space, the parking is illuminated with hanging lanterns and packed full of stalls. Is this some type of festival? Sho lingers on the outskirts of the park and runs over to me.
There you are, Brosif!
What's all this?
It's a festival, of course!
Yeah, but which one? He looks incredulous.
Jeez, you don't know?
No. Should I?
Of course! Everyone knows it's the Festival of Dongos!
You have no idea, do you?
I just told you, they sell all kinds of dongo here.
But why is there even a festival where they can sell dango? He blinks.
Does it matter? Now come on!
Wait, are we going to wait for the others? Sho scratches the back of his head.
This might just be a two-man operation.
You have a girlfriend. Wouldn't you prefer going with your, Mayu?
You're joking, right? It's reading week. She has me constantly studying and studying only. It's like being on house arrest, man. He barely managed to escape.
He waves his arms around for emphasis. He now knows what it feels like to be a married man. I mean, what she's doing isn't necessarily bad.
I know. But sometimes it's good to just recharge the mental battery, you know? I figured the others would get on my case, but I can trust you, Brosif.
Sounds more like you thought I wouldn't be studying.
Was I wrong?
I wouldn't say that. He grins.
Then let's get started! The Adventures of Brosif and Sho!
I nod. Sho seems to be in an extra good mood. We enter the throng of people and browse the different stalls. This area sells all sorts of crafts and clothing. We enter the small doll dressed in a fitted kimono catches my attention. I stop Sho and inspect it further. The one doll has hair as black as night and a dainty face with blushing cheeks and red lips. Hey, Sho.
What?
Look at this. What do you think? He glances at the doll and gives me a strange look.
It's fine.
Do you think Mayu would like that?
Oh!
He looks thoughtful.
Actually, she might.
I'm sure she'd be happy if you brought her back a souvenir.
Yeah! No, wait, then she'll know I wasn't studying.
She's going to find out no matter what. At least this way you can say you were thinking about her.
You're right. Smart thinking, Brosif.
Sho asks the vendor the price of the doll and pays it, then happily turns away.
Ready for some food?
Always.
That's what I like to hear.
We move away from the crafts area and straight into the small area of eats. Into the sea of small eats. Sho can't decide on what to order. Okay, Sho can't decide on what to order, so ends up ordering one of each item. That's a typo there. His arms are full of more dango than one man can eat. I manage to stop him before he applies this tactic to each vendor and convince him to eat what we have first. We sit down along the edge of the park at the picnic tables. As we settle in, a set of twins approaches us.
Hey boys, are these seats taken?
Although their faces are nearly identical, one girl has straight hair. Okay. One girl has stick straight hair, which flows into a glossy waterfall down her back and ends right above her apple bottom. The second girl plays with their curls and lets them bounce between full bosom. They flash a smile, revealing cute dimples, then sit across from us and set down their drinks.
It's really nice of you to save us seats.
They seem to be around our age. The girls look at Sho with interest as they play with the straw in their drinks.
Do you go to Ace?
Considering Ace is the only university around here, it's not an unusual guess. He seems dazed. Yeah, he's in the pilot program.
Pilots?
Sho nods, still as confused as before. He shoots me questioning glances as if unsure whether or not this is actually happening. He is so out of his element. The girls look at each other, then giggle.
What are you doing after the festival?
Would you want to hang out? Sho's eyes widen and he looks at me in astonishment. It looks like he's about to agree when he quickly shakes his head.
Actually, we have plans with our girlfriends later tonight.
Aww, really?
Sho nods, although more reluctantly this time.
Both of you are already taken? Oh well.
Shrugging, she scribbles something on a napkin, then tucks it into Sho's hand. Her fingers linger on Sho as she leans in close and speaks in a breathy voice.
Well, if you guys ever want to hang out, I'm sure we'll be available.
They slowly return to their feet and purposely give us an eyeful of their chest. As they walk away, they exaggerate the hypnotic sway of their hips.
What just happened?
The magic of not being single. You don't know? Sho looks at me with intrigue. You're forbidden fruit now, Mr. Shinjiro. He blinks.
Huh? What do you mean?
Now that you're spoken for, get ready for a lot more attention from girls, my friend.
That doesn't make any sense. How would they know I already have a girlfriend? We just met.
They got a secret sense for these things. You know how women are. Sho nods.
They have a lot of secret senses.
I remember reading that once you're in a relationship, you carry yourself with more confidence. You don't appear desperate or needy, which makes you more appealing. But who wants to talk about that psychological mumbo-jumbo?
I think that was a fluke.
A fluke?
Yeah, I've tried so hard to get a girl's number before and met with a 0% success rate. This was just a random outlier. You don't sound convinced.
You're not wrong.
Okay, here, watch.
I watch as Sho stands. He spots another girl around her age waiting in line to get some food and approaches her. They chat for a while. When the girl pulls out her phone, Sho looks shocked. He furiously shakes his head and retreats back to me as the girl sadly looks on. What was that all about?
I tried to get her number, and then she was about to give it to me? What is happening? The younger me would have killed for this power! This power that I cannot use!
I pat Sho on the back. I don't know what to tell you, man. Sho sinks into his chair and sniffles. I never thought I'd see the day when Sho would be sad that girls aren't into him. We spend the rest of the evening checking out the festival and fending off single girls, much to Sho's anguish. Once we've seen everything there is to see, we go our separate ways and I head home. It's almost time for my appointment with Aludian. I drive my bike downtown and park near Aludian Enterprises. The building is as impressive as the sunlight reflects off the tinted windows. Aludian's signage is posted on the front entrance. It's large enough to be seen from a distance, but isn't as gaudy as Warptech signage. The receptionist cheerfully greets me when I enter. I let her know my name, and it's not long before I'm led to an engineer's office. He gestures for me to have a seat, which I accept. Thank you for agreeing to meet with me.
My pleasure. How may I be of assistance?
I had a few questions about the core overdrive technology seen at Ace Academy's match yesterday.
What questions?
I'll go with the easy question. How is that technology enabled?
I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to divulge company secrets.
My apologies if the question was unclear. I meant to ask how Akira was able to enable the overdrive mode during the match.
Yes, I understand. Unfortunately, that is not something I'm at liberty to share.
Even Akira was able to give me that information. How come this man won't? Something strange is going on. How were you able to engineer the core's overdrive mode? That technology is not common knowledge.
I apologize, but I can't disclose company secrets.
I should have seen that coming. If they're so tight-lipped, does that mean there's some shady business going on here? I'm not not sure what is going on here. As far as I'm aware, that technology has not been made available, so how was that addition suddenly built into Akira's gear?
Again, I'm sorry, but that's not something I'm at liberty to discuss.
Obviously, this conversation is going nowhere. My frustration increases and makes my tongue loose. Then what can you discuss? So far, that's been the only thing you've said. He frowns.
I don't appreciate that tone.
I don't appreciate you stringing me along like this. Why did you agree to meet me if you had no intention of talking to me?
If you ask me a question I am at liberty to answer, then I will gladly answer it for you.
The only answers I need are for the questions that I've asked.
I'm sorry, but it looks like I won't be able to help you.
I cross my arms. I'm not leaving here without answers.
Then I'm afraid I will have to call for security.
I stare at him defiantly as he picks up the phone. In a matter of minutes, 2 burly guards show up in the office. They each grab a hold of one of my arms and drag me out of the office. Let me go. I can't leave until I get some answers.
What is the meaning of this?
A tall man dressed in a smart suit blocks the hallway.
Why are the guards trying to forcibly remove this young man from the premises?
We're just following orders, sir.
I am the order here.
The guards look at each other, then release me.
Thank you.
The man turns to me.
What is this all about?
Although he speaks softly, there is a clear air of authority around him. I don't dare act petulantly toward him, especially after he's given me a second chance to get my answers. I'm sorry, sir, but I came here looking for an answer to a simple question.
What question?
It's in regards to the overdrive core from the Ace Academy match yesterday. He studies me.
You are a student here?
Yes, a pilot.
Come into my office. Perhaps I can help you.
He dismisses the guards and leads me into a private office with large windows. I read the plaque on his desk, which is twice the size of my own. Donnie Ruse, CEO. I glance sharply at him, but he doesn't seem to notice. Why is the CEO getting involved in that kind of dispute? He offers me a seat, which I take. Maybe this is some sort of PR stunt. Although he seems helpful, I shouldn't let my guard down.
Now, explain to me how I can help.
I go through my explanation about the match yesterday and mention who I am. He seems intrigued after hearing my name.
You're the pilot of Eagle?
Yes.
Your gear caused quite a bit of intrigue in the R&D community with your unique core.
Then how exactly was Aludian able to possess that technology? He raises an eyebrow as if implying the answer is obvious.
We partnered with Midori Energy to develop the core. Midori Energy supplied the schematics, and of course the Aludian team worked hard to build and refine it.
I blink. Midori Energy? Does he mean Midori Energy Incorporated? That was Dad's company.
I'm surprised Dashu, being an energy drink company, was able to acquire the technology before it went to market.
Something very weird is going on here, but I don't think Aludian is involved maliciously. Yeah, I guess Dashu has their sources. He smiles.
I don't doubt it.
The phone rings, interrupting our conversation.
I'll have to take this.
I nod and stand. Thank you very much for meeting with me. I appreciate your time.
You're an interesting pilot. Perhaps our paths will cross again.
He nods in dismissal and answers his phone while I leave his office. My mind is a whirlwind of questions as I leave the building and head back to my bike. Was Dad working on this core from Midori Energy? I'd always thought this was a project for the two of us. But if that's not the case, then maybe they had something to do with it. I shake my head, trying to free myself from these thoughts. I can't jump to conclusions. I need to clear my head and calm down. Maybe someone is free right now. I can use the distraction. Yuna pops into my mind and I decide to give her a call. I wonder how she's spending her reading week. She answers the phone almost immediately.
Hello?
Hey, Yuna.
Oh, I was in the middle of calling you when you called me.
What a crazy coincidence.
I know. I wanted to ask your advice about something.
About what?
Well, it's more something you need to see. Would you like to come over?
Sure, I'll be right there.
Great. I'll see you soon.
When we hang up, I head to my bike and drive to Yuna's house. After parking, I knock soundly on her door. There's a shuffling on the other side, and it takes her a while before she opens the door with a crack. Opens the door with a crack. She slams the door shut again. That was strange. There are more noises on the other side of the door before Yuna flings it open.
Hi.
Hey. I stare at the wriggling ball of fur trying to jump free from her arms. Slobber factory. The puppy sticks out its tongue and tries to lick my face. I instinctively take a step back. That's a dog in my face.
I'm just borrowing him for now.
Borrowing? Yuna moves aside so I can enter and closes the door behind me. Then she puts the puppy down. It scampers to my leg and paws at my feet as I carefully make my way to the couch. Yuna sits down beside me.
Okay, not really borrowing. I've been volunteering at the local animal shelter since I moved to Isokaze, and when I found out they needed foster homes for some of their pets, I volunteered to take Mochi home with me. As you can tell, he loves people, and he's already been housebroken, so they don't think it'll be long before he gets adopted.
Mochi tries fruitlessly to hop onto the couch and misses each time. After attempting a few more times, he sits back on his haunches and whines. Yuna giggles, then scoops him back up in her arms. He settles into her lap. How long have you had him?
About a week. Actually, I wanted to ask you about that. I'll have to give him back next week, but I don't really want to.
You want to adopt him? She nods and fondly pets Mochi's head.
The house doesn't feel so big and empty when he's around.
I glance around the living room. The space is conservatively decorated, but includes a lot of photographs of the family. Antique vases and cabinets tastefully fill the space. I wonder if these are family heirlooms or items passed down from generation to generation. Looking at all the smiling faces of Yuna, Yudai, and their parents, I can understand why Yuna feels alone in such a big house. She's constantly reminded of the past. What did your parents say? Yuna bites her lip.
I haven't told them yet.
Not even about fostering the puppy?
No. I'm not sure what they'll say. We used to have dogs back when we still lived in the countryside, so it's not like I don't know how to take care of them. Maybe they won't even notice.
Mochi's plush bed is in the corner where the kitchen and living room connect. Compared to the rest of the decor, his colorful and modern toys stick out like a sore thumb. I think they might. She frowns and furrows her brow. Mochi seems to sense her anxiety and places his paws on her chest to lick her face again.
Mochi!
She turns her face away but laughs. Just ask your parents. You should just talk to your parents. I'm sure they'd understood if you told them why. She wrinkles her brow again, then nods.
I suppose it can't be helped. They'd find out sooner or later.
Sounds like you've already made up your mind.
Maybe.
She pauses.
It's not that I'm worried my parents will say no. I don't think they'd be opposed to the idea. I don't want them to think they're bad parents. I understand why they don't stay here for too long, and I don't want them to think I'm lonely.
Are you lonely?
It can be a little quiet.
Mochi yips and hops off Yuna's lap. He races toward his bed of toys, sliding on the hardwood floors.
I think he wants to play.
He is kind of cute when he's uncoordinated. I'll pass. I remain on the couch while Yuna showers Mochi with attention.
Oops, now that he's all wound up, I should probably take him for a walk so he doesn't accidentally wet himself.
What? Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Do you want to join?
I glance out the window at the darkened sky. I should probably get back before it gets too late. Yuna nods.
Thanks for coming over.
No problem. Bye, Mochi. Yuna picks up one of Mochi's paws and waves it around.
Bye-bye.
We both laugh as Mochi looks down at his paw in confusion. Yuna grabs the leash and secures it around Mochi's neck, then we leave the house together. She heads towards the park while I head back to my bike and drive home. When I arrive home, Yuki is rummaging through the doors in the living room. She glances at me and grins.
Oh, good, you're here. Where are your rubber bands?
Huh?
Rubber bands, I need them.
Why? She just smiles.
Do you know where they are?
Yeah, they're in the bottom drawer of the table beneath the mirror. Yuki Yuki searches through the drawer and pulls out a rubber band.
Thanks.
I watch her curiously as she wanders into the kitchen. She ties the rubber band around the nozzle sprayer next to the faucet. Afterwards, she grabs Uncle Kaito's phone, which is lying unattended on the kitchen table. I peek over her shoulder and watch her change his lock screen to a screenshot of his home screen. Okay. Then she puts the phone back down. I follow her back in the living room where she takes a seat on the couch and then flips through a magazine as if nothing just happened. What's going on?
As soon as Kaito comes out, I want you to block your number and call his phone.
Why?
Just do it. It'll be worth it.
I shrug and join her on the couch. If you say so. We didn't have to wait long before Kaito emerges from the back room. I do as Aunt Yuki asks and immediately call his phone. Yuki watches me closely as I do, then grins.
Kaito, are you going into the kitchen? Do you mind getting me a glass of water?
No problem.
Thank you.
As soon as Kaito walks through the kitchen door, Yuki and I bolt off the couch and creep in the doorway to watch what unfolds. Kaito picks up an empty glass in one hand and his phone in the other. He puts the glass down beside the sink as he focuses on his phone. When he turns on the faucet, the rubber band forces the water to spray out of the nozzle and it catches Kaito all over his chest. He yelps in surprise and quickly shuts off the water, then desperately tries to swipe his phone. And Yuki and I can't hold back our laughter and fall into a fit of giggles by the door. Uncle Kaito looks increasingly worried as he can't get his phone to work.
Yuki, this isn't funny. I think you damaged my phone.
She is too busy laughing to answer.
I need this for work. This is serious.
Finally, Yuki composes herself.
Relax, your phone is fine.
Clearly it's not. It's frozen.
No, it's not. Give it here.
She plucks the phone out of his hand and unlocks it. He froze his brow in confusion.
I just changed your wallpaper. Funny, right?
I can't help but laugh at the expression on Kaito's face. It's relief plus irritation plus confusion rolled into one. My laugh makes Yuki want to laugh, although she tries her best to keep a straight face in front of Kaito.
Oh, Kaito, your face.
She breaks down into laughter. Soon even Kaito cracks a smile at the both of us.
Someday, Yuki, you are going to give me a heart attack.
And it's probably this week.
Don't say things like that.
I slowly compose myself and Kaito glances at me.
You were in on this too? I thought you were on my side.
Sorry, but Yuki's the fun one. She smiles and gives me a hug.
All right, fun one. Since this was all your fault to begin with, you should be the one to clean up the kitchen.
Fair enough.
Yuki goes to grab some towels while Uncle Kaito and I head to the living room. I should tell him about what I learned at Aludian. Uncle Kaito, I need to tell you something. It involves my dad. His smile drops.
What is it?
Yesterday, during my match with Akira's team, Akira's gear went into overdrive mode.
The same overdrive mode your core can do?
Yeah, I confronted Aludian about it this afternoon, and they told me that Midori Energy was the one who supplied them with the technology. Uncle Kaito looks grave.
That was your father's company.
Exactly.
Was this technology a research project he was working on for the company?
I don't know. He never mentioned anything to me about it when we were building Eagle. When I discovered Eagle had this ability, I assumed it was something Dad had created just for me, but now I'm not so sure. Kaito nods.
I'll have the PI investigate Midori Energy and see if there are any connections.
Before I can respond, Aunt Yuki returns to the living room.
How about a little TV time with my two favorite boys?
I'm up for that.
Same here.
Is Nikki home?
Not yet.
She is such a busy bee. She can join us when she comes back.
We throw in a movie and Uncle Kaito and Aunt Yuki add their own commentary to what's going on. Normally it would be annoying, but I'm just happy to see that they're getting along so well again. Eventually, Nikki comes home and snuggles between Kaito and Yuki on the couch. For the first time in a while, I feel like I'm part of a family again. It's not just Nikki and me anymore. Judging by Nikki's smiles, I think she feels the same way. We watch until the late hours in the night, then I say my goodnights and go to bed. It's not long before I've drifted off to sleep. I can hear... you know what, I'm gonna play it safe with the break here.